Yep, recording now.
Yeah, we are. We're recording. We're live. We're live, ladies and gentlemen. Well, we're not live. This is taped for now. For now. For now. Jordan, my friend, how are you?
Yeah, doing pretty good. I've been editing for most of the day. Got some photos edited. Had a new
your fancy video.
Yeah, posted that. Yep, finally that's live, which is exciting.
You've been waiting on that forever. How do you feel having that go all live and whatnot? What's the feedback been like?
Oh, like everyone's loving it. Like I don't think I've gotten a negative comment yet.
No dick pictures?
No.
Oh,
No.
good.
Thankfully.
Oh, good. Thankfully. That's good.
Yep.
Man,
Yeah, no,
guy.
it's. Sorry, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, you, sir. You're the one with the fancy projects and shit and such.
Yeah. Yeah. It feels good to get it out and like get people like finally seeing it. Cause like you've been working on it for a good long while. It's nice to like work on something and then like finally see it like go out and like have people like enjoy it and like be impressed by it.
Indubitably.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's a good video, man. When I watched it, I was like, friend, a good job.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir.
Proud of
What? Frozen.
him. Jordan.
Yeah. What?
Jordan.
Oh, there you are.
I was over here my entire self. You were moving. I could hear everything you were doing. I don't know what happened.
Yeah, that's.
I was like, peace. I'm here.
Sorry, you were saying before you froze.
Oh, I wish I was only as proud of I wish I was as proud of my videos as I am of yours. That's hard when you have that tongue to try and say that.
Fair.
Because like I am not as proud of my amateur porn videos as I am of your video, Jordan. My amateur porn career, not as proud of that as I am of your beard struggle video. So I commend you, sir.
Thanks for that.
You're welcome. You're welcome. I know you're sitting there like, fuck, really? Really, Scott?
Yeah, more or less.
Oh, God, yeah. Mm-hmm. So what fun, exciting things do you have on the agenda for yourself today, sir?
I mean, I've pretty much gotten everything done so far that I needed to get done before this podcast. Now we're podcasting for the next little while. Might be joined by some friends.
We may be.
Yeah. Stay tuned for that. And then, helping my dad out like I do every Wednesday. But gotten most things done already for today, so that's good. Yeah, because it's 3:00 at this point.
Yeah, and you got to go do your thing at what, 6?
Something like that. Yeah, just slightly before.
Yeah. So we'll probably only do this for like 2 hours or whatnot. Give you some time to chill and whatnot before you got to go and stuff. Because my God, that was the one thing I always hated as a kid. Like before you got to go out and do shit, or even as a grown man, like right before you go and do stuff, having no downtime.
True.
Like sometimes it's nice to have like 15 or 20 minutes before you go do something to just be like,
Yeah. Well, I mean, tonight's going to be more chill than usual because like I'm not actually doing anything. I'm just like supervising because there's another like younger guy who's going to be like doing what I'm doing like in rotation. Like it's like 1 week I'll do it, then another week he'll do it. So tonight's his first night that he's doing it. So I'm basically just hanging out. But so it's nice that I don't have to do a lot, but I'm kind of also disappointed that I have to be there and like I'm not able to like be here like podcasting for longer. But
you have to babysit essentially.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah. No, I get that. That is a little annoying in that sense. I never did like babysitting. I never was a good babysitter, or like if somebody, I was more of like, you fuck up, you let me know, I'll come help you, and we'll keep doing this until you figure it out.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. No, it's been interesting, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
How are you liking the feedback from your video? Like you said, you haven't gotten a negative one yet. Have you gotten some surprisingly good comments from maybe people that you did not expect? Has there been like anybody out of the norm that came out and they're like, dude, that video is the bomb?
Well, yeah, actually, yeah. The beard struggle itself. It's a great video. 2 fire emojis. And I sent them the file, so they may or may not be also posting it at some point. We'll see. Yeah, I'm in talks about that. So that'll be exciting.
Very nice.
And then good old our buddy Phil.
Yeah, people can't read that, Jordan.
True. Yeah. Yeah, he's really stoked about it, basically. Yeah, everybody's impressed with it, which is really good. Because like we spent a lot of time working on it, so like I'm hoping that that people like it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, and so far that's the feedback I'm getting. It's all very positive, which is cool.
That's nice.
Mm-hmm.
That's very nice, my friend.
Mm-hmm.
Now, what are you going to be doing now that you've done that video? Are you going to be moving into like the Twitch world? Are you going to start becoming a professional gamer? Are you going to start your own amateur porn career?
Definitely not that.
Where it's like Jordan's Balls to the Walls Network?
Oh God,
no balls to the walls network.
No. No, and I need to get a better computer before I could do like I would like to do some like Twitch streaming or like YouTube gaming streaming at some point, but
yeah,
I need a computer that's not gonna explode.
Yeah, you do need a better computer before you start your amateur porn career. It's very important you have a good career for that. I've heard, Jordan, through the grapevine that you've been involved in some copious circumstances as of late. I hear that you've been maybe storing cocaine in your buttocks.
Oh man, that stupid Discord group.
I hear you've been a Canadian drug mule, and you're distributing the meth and cocaine from here to Canada to Norway for our Norwegian counterparts, because our Beard Struggle Corporation, which is actually a drug muling company, we use it as like a beard oil front. It's a joke. It's not. We actually don't sell that much beard oil. It's a bunch of donkeys and a bunch of coke.
No, I'm not doing that. But for everybody watch. Yeah, no, Scott. Yeah, for everybody watching, my dad made a comment yesterday, like asking if the beard struggle was actually like a front for like Hell's Angels or some like criminal enterprise, and I just laughed at him, and then I told like our main Discord group that we interact with quite often about it, and their reaction was exactly what I expected.
Oh, that was so funny.
Yeah,
I was so surprised you didn't put like a puking emoji or like a mad emoji when Mitch put that picture of that dude with his arm fucking elbow deep in his ass. Look at Jordan. He just shakes his head because he doesn't know how to respond.
Yeah, that was bad. I was like,
Mitch, if you're listening, thank you. I fucking love when you do that. You just come in there and drop fire bombs everywhere and just watch people burn.
I wonder if he just has like an album, like a photo album on his phone.
Absolutely,
like,
he does.
Just
Absolutely.
photos to disturb people with.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I had a boss like that where you'd be like, where do you find this sick, fucked up shit that you send me? And he would always have more. You think he'd not have any more, and he'd just pull out another box full of fucked up shit for you to go through. And you're like, no, I don't want to see a cop pooping on the hood of a car as a horse does some horrible action. I don't want to see some girl being screwed on a jet ski while a bird poops on her back or some weird shit. Like, there's too much going on.
What the hell? Oh man.
Yeah. It's unnecessary.
Yes, it is. Mitch, it's unnecessary.
No, Mitch, it's not unnecessary. Send it all to Jordan, private and public.
No.
Make sure you get a double dose.
Oh no.
Double dose this son of a bitch, Mitch.
Nope. Don't do that. Oh
just
man.
because he's watching this on the other side, he's gonna be like, he said don't, which means yes.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, evil Mitch.
So really, when Jordan says no, he actually means yes because he knows Mitch. So this is a silent agreement that he's telling you subconsciously through the podcast that he wants you to send him pictures of arms elbow deep in other men's asses, looking for cocaine and heroin and other copious substances that no one knows about. While Jordan sits over there, fucking face on face, palm in face, whatever he's doing, laughing his balls off and dying.
It's definitely not been boring being part of the beard struggle. That's for sure.
No, it's been interesting, hasn't it? Yeah. Everybody kind of I find it interesting in how like everybody gets like their little time to shine in their own way. Like
totally.
Like I found the other day on Facebook they turned him into an ad, like an actual ad for the beard struggle. One of his product shots where he's holding like the beard balm.
Ooh, Mitch?
The beard struggle. No, beard struggle. They took Pablo.
Oh, Pablo. Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Yeah, and they made him into an ad, and I was like, oh god, that's cool. And then like it's just cool because everybody kind of gets like their little bit. Like I got an email a while ago from them, and at the bottom of the email was a picture of Black Belt. And I was like,
nice.
Cool.
That's awesome.
Like, yeah, everybody's making their rounds.
Yeah. Well, Pablo also got a promotion, which is very exciting. Yeah. He's telling me about.
Yeah, he was saying that he got a promotion. I don't know what kind of promotion he got, but that'd be pretty cool.
I know. I just because he posted that, and I was like, ooh, would you? Like I messaged him, and was like, what'd you do? What happened?
Yeah.
And he's pause the recording so we don't put him on blast. Yeah.
Very interesting, Mr. Pablo. You sneaky bastard.
Yeah, like his photos are awesome. Like, and they're just continuously getting better. And like the one that he posted yesterday or a couple days ago of his daughter, like in like the fur.
Wonder Woman outfit or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, the fur.
The fur, and she's doing and she's like scowling, like.
Yeah, man, that was a good picture.
Yeah, it's so funny and like such a funny picture and so crisp, like.
Yeah, well, his photography skills are really, really good and very, very up there.
Yeah,
one thing I like about Pablo is he's just a genuine human being. Like, he doesn't hide anything about himself. He's like a super into comics and movies, and he's just, he's a power lifter. He's a fucking studly human being. He's just a family man. Goddamn, he has amazing photography skills. There's nothing that man can't do. He could probably crush the world with his own hands. So,
facts.
Yeah, no, he's a gem of a human being. I want to get Pablo back on here and talk to him a little bit more.
Yeah, I talked to him about that recently, and I think I'm pretty sure he said something along the lines of like, say when and say where.
Very cool. Yeah, no, I like talking to Pablo. He's a nice guy. So there's all kinds of interesting stuff going on. It's nice to see some people had some stuff going on. They're kind of back in the game now. I've noticed it. I've noticed it after doing our podcast, even some of our guests, very, very sweet people. Like today, I noticed one of them is doing like the comic book style pictures and stuff like I was doing. And I was like, oh man, that's kind of cool. Like they got on the podcast, they did the podcast, they became a little bit more of a fan. That's nice to see.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, it's cool to see everybody doing their thing, getting bigger, like improving, all that kind of stuff.
Finally, we have some more engagement through the Canadian group. People are talking a little bit more.
Yeah, totally.
Starting to do some stuff.
Yeah, and they're actually sharing when they post and posting, which is really nice. And like
talking to one another.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, it is good. I'm liking it. One thing I was reading the other day was like, when it comes to Instagram engagement, they say some of the most popular hashtags are actually just letters.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, like some random mix of letters. Like literally some random mix of letters might get you a fucking bajillion hits because it's popular for some reason. I don't get it. I was reading something about it. Yeah, somebody called it like the Kylie Jenner fucking trick. And I was like, okay, I don't know, whatever.
I mean, she's pretty popular on Instagram.
Yeah, she apparently has like her little way of making sure you get on the discovery page and you get here and you get there, and I'm like, my God.
Interesting.
Crazy lady.
Yeah.
So, that's weird.
Yeah, I mean, she's not a billionaire for nothing.
Is she a billionaire?
Yeah, I think so.
Look it up. Is she a billionaire?
Last I heard.
A one.
Is Kylie Jenner a billionaire?
Billionaire. Come on, Google, give us the deets, you beach.
Oh, no longer a billionaire. That's good.
She's no longer a billionaire?
Apparently not. Hold up. I'm loading up an article here. It's just, come on.
Interesting. So she was a billionaire.
Yeah, and now she's not. Very sad.
Spent too much money.
Apparently. All right. Aha. Here we go. It's loaded. All right. Come on, computer. There we go. Boom. For it. Boom. So according to Business Insider. Stupid.
Interesting.
Yeah, no longer a billionaire. Says she likely showed it fake tax returns. Huh. Yeah. So apparently she's worth just under 900 million. You know, only 900 million.
Oh, that's not much.
You know, a small 900 million.
Jordan has that stash behind his cocaine wall. Fuck, that's funny. I can only imagine what it would be like to be that rich.
Yep.
Man, what do you do when you're that rich?
Whatever you want.
But do you even get off on going to a restaurant anymore? Like, do you even enjoy that? Or are you literally like, I walk in there and you should be like, I own this place because I can buy it 38 times.
True. Yeah, I don't know. It would be interesting for sure.
There's all kinds of like crazy rich people around the world, and it's like, I wonder how that works. I wonder like how those people are able to hold on to their money so well for so long.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah,
back out into the world, and like some of those people are trillionaires. We have trillionaires on this planet, and they're like unknown people. We have no idea who the fuck they are.
Yep. Yeah, it's wild. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a weird thing, dude.
Totally.
I wonder, like, when do you think? Where's the bar for you, Jordan? When do you get like super rich, power drunk? At what number of followers? What number in your bank account? Like, paint the picture for me. When does Jordan start to twist a little bit?
I mean, you kind of saw it a little bit after the whole scenario that happened a few weeks ago.
All right, so we're already there. All right, so that didn't take much. Jesus Christ, Jordan. Yeah, no, in a way, yeah, you're right. Like, I don't know. I think if I were to get like 100 million,
yeah,
I don't think you could calm me down. I think I would just be that dude that's just fucking money everywhere. Fucking my dick is out no matter where I go.
I'm doing the mental image.
I'm doing like the Mexican shoulder shake. Driving Ferraris down the street. People are like, don't you know that they break easily? I'm like, I know. That's why I have 40 of them. And I just keep driving. Every time it breaks, I bring out a new one.
Yeah, you just single-handedly keep Ferrari in business.
I believe Ferrari makes more money selling merchandise than they do cars. Like Ferrari shoes and hats and shirts and all that. Like, they make more money selling merchandise than actual cars.
Yeah, that makes sense. I think there's also they also made a phone at one point.
Yeah, they got all kinds of shit that's like Ferrari branded, which makes them way more money because it's a Ferrari brand.
True. Yeah, because you like boost up the price like massively.
Yeah, I remember hearing a story a couple months ago. I think it was on JRE. Where there was a fashion designer that had like these green dope sneakers that he made, and he had a Ferrari super fast or something like that. I think his name was Philip McLean or something like that. I can't remember. And they sent him a cease and desist letter because his green shoes and the car, like he didn't get permission to mix the two of them together.
Oh.
And they said it damages their reputation as a Ferrari Ferrari's selected members and all kinds of crazy shit. And I was like, really?
Huh.
I thought that'd be interesting. They sent him a cease and desist letter, like Trump when he's trying to play fucking Neil Diamond's music, and Neil Diamond's like, "Fuck you! I don't want you to play my music anymore." Did you see that dude wearing a mask?
Yeah, I saw it recently. And it was like, yeah, and it was like huge news. And he's like, wearing a mask is patriotic. I'm the most patriotic person ever. It's like, oh.
I love how they had that one thing with the ladies, like, the president's the most tested man in America. He's tested 2 or 3 times a day. And then it's like a couple seconds after, he's like, yeah, I get tested like every 2 or 3 days.
Nice.
Like, completely not the same message, but whatever.
No, it's like that's kind of been the thing with his whole crew, like the last few years. And like, even when he was running, like, he couldn't keep his message straight and consistent.
Yeah, funny. That's a weird thing in today's world, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
Politicians are weird. Like, if you were to think about it, like, think about if you were in a household full of adults, and you were to have somebody who's like the most irrational person in the household, and you're like, please make all the decisions for us.
True.
Imagine having like the most irrational person and being like, hey, I need a straight answer. Can you give me one? And they can't give you one. And you're like, I'm just going to let you make all the important choices that affect everybody else's life. Like, at some point, you would almost think that you'd be like, let's fucking either kick this person's ass so they shut the fuck up, or 2, tie them up and throw them in a corner so they don't make decisions anymore.
Totally.
But no, in society, we just
put them in charge.
We love watching people go to war. We love watching people go against each other. Like, we love Jordan versus Zeke. We love Trump versus Biden. We love Brock Lesnar versus Frank Mir. We love fucking all the crazy shit in life. Who is it? Who's the other people that fucking... We loved it when it was Trump versus Obama, essentially. You know, when Obama was president and the two of them were going back and forth. People loved that shit.
Yeah, it's true. Although with the whole thing between Zeke and I, like, we've been kind of chatting a bit the last couple of days.
Yes, you two are more friendly now, which is nice to see. You had your disagreement, everything's fine, everybody's carried on and moved on like adults.
Exactly.
I hope to God the world can take a fucking page out of that book. Jesus Christ, can we all be more like Jordan and Zeke and bury the hatchet and move the fuck on? Come on, people. Let's get the Michaels out of China. Let's go. What do you think of TikTok being fucking banned in the States soon?
I think it's going to cause a lot of people a lot of issues.
You think we're going to have a lot of angry 12-year-olds?
Totally. Yeah, like 12 to 17-year-old girls are going to be salty everywhere, because that's the biggest audience for TikTok.
It is. Yeah. Do you know what's funny though? Because they were, I believe, did they not credit like TikTok and fucking K-pop kids and shit to screwing over his rally a little while ago?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So now him banning it is almost like an attack against them.
Yeah, it's like revenge.
So now they're just gonna figure out a new way to fuck with them.
Totally. Yeah, no, that's gonna be interesting if they actually like follow through on that.
Yeah, would you say that like just overall the whole world has become a lot more controlled in the last little bit? Like, the States is cutting down on TikTok, China took over Hong Kong, Russia's starting to hack everybody because they're like, hey, we don't know what to do with this fucking virus, so please give us a vaccine or we'll just steal your shit.
I saw that.
Do you see that the States arrested 2 Chinese guys for stealing stuff?
Yeah, I think I did see that.
I was like, Jesus Christ. We got fucking secret spies all over the place and we don't even know it.
Yeah, well, I'm reading a book right now about like Vladimir Putin and his whole like ring of like assassinations of all the like rich guys in Russia, like when they all like retreated to the UK. And it's like, yeah, it's just funny. Like, he's just taking them out one by one. And because like before he like when he first started like getting a name for himself, he like all like there was like a whole bunch of like oligarchs controlling Russia basically like after the I forget the name of the after like their like wall fell or whatever, and like things started like opening back up. So and it's kind of it's funny to see just taking people out.
Yeah, yeah, he's a vicious dude, that Putin.
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, it makes me so sad that he never rode that bear.
I know. Like,
oh, it's so sad.
yeah.
Oh, was I sad?
Yep.
I don't think I slept last night because I was so sad, Jordan.
Fair.
I was heartbroken.
No, I saw like I got put on the video and I was like, oh, Scott's gonna be so upset.
Yeah. I don't think he can be the most manly world leader anymore. That was his claim to fame, in my opinion, as the most manly man. Was
totally.
He rode a bear. I can't say that about him anymore.
Yeah.
So now I don't know who. Trump certainly isn't very manly.
Nope.
Justin Trudeau is not very manly.
Not in the slightest.
Not in the slightest.
I mean, he's gaining some points because he is growing some facial hair. Like.
Yeah, but then he's also like, hey, I'm getting my family money from fucking this stupid
all
charity.
The places. Yep.
All the charities and shit that I'm actually a part of are sending us big chunks of cash.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, well, that's cool.
Good. Yep.
That's good. I think it's hilarious how he's like essentially apologized. Like, I like Justin Trudeau for the most part, except for this. I can't defend him at all on this one, where it's just like, this is the third time you've been caught doing this.
Yep.
The third time. Not the first, and not the second, because you thought maybe you found another way around the system. The third.
The third time,
so, yeah, so you're just going to keep doing this, and we're just going to keep going through this same process, because there's clearly no...
I mean, maybe third time's the charm, and they're finally going to, he's finally going to get some repercussions for all the stuff he's involved in.
They're saying that he may have to do an election this year. But that means that we could still vote him back in, even if all this happens. Like, people could still just vote him right back in.
Yep, but and that's probably gonna happen if because people don't learn, and it's gonna be the same thing in the U.S. Like, I don't think Biden can beat Trump.
It's funny that you mentioned that because I feel the same way.
Yeah,
I feel like if you were to try and take Justin Trudeau out and put somebody else in, it doesn't work. But he's also not the best option.
Yeah.
And then in the States, like, if you take Trump out, it's kind of hard to imagine anybody else being in there right now.
Yeah. It's like,
and I don't know. We have a lot of American friends. It's quite surprising how many people are Trump supporters.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And I don't quite understand. There's because up here in Canada, like, you can be a conservative guy and still be friends with a liberal guy. And you guys don't really have too many arguments. Down in the States, it seems like if you're a left guy and they're a right guy, or they're a whatever and you're a whatever, like, you guys just don't get along.
Yeah, it's just not a thing that's happening.
It's almost like a lot more of a team thing down there.
Oh, totally. For sure.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. The States does have like a very strong like team mentality. Like, we're number one.
Yeah, totally.
Which is odd because, like, I don't know about you, Jordan, but like, I don't know, Canada's probably number 11 or 8 on the planet. And I'm like, I'm cool with that.
Yeah, that's
not bad.
Yeah, we're top 10 or top 20. That's not bad.
That's not bad. I'm good with that. I mean, we have fucking how many people, and we're doing all right for ourselves right now.
Mm-hmm. Definitely.
I mean, it would be nice if we had some more jobs. It would be nice if Jordan had a job and I could get a job that we just wanted.
Yeah.
But
that would be nice.
COVID kind of stuck that in the ass. It's amazing seeing the people, like, we're starting to know people that are affected by COVID.
Yeah, it's true.
Before it was like you just kind of heard about it on the news. Oh, somebody of somebody of somebody of somebody that I know got it. And you're like, oh yeah, through the giant grapevine. Now it's like people we work with got it.
Yeah, it's true.
So
which is crazy. It's pretty widespread, like.
Yeah, and I've talked to a couple of our coworkers that have gotten it. And they're just like, dude, I can totally see why this is like, this kicks the shit out of people with underlying medical issues. Like, it really does a number on you.
Totally.
But, you know, they also, like, some of the people that have gotten it are like, you still shouldn't shut down the whole economy. You should still keep it rolling. Just do the best you can. Like,
totally.
one of the gentlemen that I was talking to, he's very involved in the medical field, and he's very, obviously, quite a sanitary human being. He's very, very clean and involved and everything like that. And he's like, I still got it, you know. So for me to still get it, like, other people will get it too. That's just how it goes. It's just basically.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's crazy to see.
Yeah. So it's just like, I don't know. It wouldn't surprise me if, like, you got it one day, or I got it one day, or somebody we know, like, real close to us got it one day. Next thing you know, I'm like, Jordan, let's do a podcast. You're on the other side on a ventilator. I'm like, hey, Jordan. Hi, how you doing, buddy? You hanging out over there, bud? And all of a sudden, you just, like, pull back the wall. You just pull back the curtain real slow. And I'm like, Jordan, why are you showing me the wall? It's just a joke, buddy. I know there's no drugs back there. And then there's just, like, a tied-up woman with, like, a big bag of cocaine on her lap. And I'm like... So I was right the whole time.
No, I think like pretty much my entire family besides me like showed symptoms of it like super early on.
Yeah, I think everybody did.
Yeah, so I
know for like 3 months before COVID was a thing, my dad and I both got very sick to the point where it was like we just couldn't quite recover. We were always tired. We were always sleepy.
Yeah.
Had a cough that wouldn't go away. It lasted for fucking ever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I wonder if maybe that was it. But I don't know. Who knows, right? It could be anything.
Yeah. But yeah, because my dad and my brother and I went to my brother and I went to a concert in February, and then like some drunk guy like coughed on my brother, and then like after that, after that like he got really sick. So that might have been like he might have gotten it from that, and then like we also went to there's a big car show in Toronto that we went to shortly after that, and then like my brother's buddy was with us and he was like coughing like crazy and had like a brutal cold. So I think it may or may not have already passed through like my family.
Isn't it interesting how like back then, even if you had a barking cough and shit, people were like, yeah, you can come with us, man, who cares?
Yeah, totally.
Nowadays if you're like people are like, get out.
Yeah, no, even like I'll be like at the mall and I'm like nervous to like clear my throat.
You too? Okay,
totally.
That's me too. Yeah, I was in the store
totally.
the other day and I had some phlegm and I was just like, and like some dude shot me a look like, do I run? And I'm like, motherfucker, I'm not contagious. I don't have it. At least I don't think I do. I don't know. Fuck.
Yeah, like it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so much panic. Like it's definitely not a small thing for sure, but it's like
no, we're almost at like 15 million people or something that happened.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
somewhere
I have to
around
ask
there.
you, Jordan, do you think it affects other people differently? Like, do you think it affects like a man and a woman differently, or like a normal sized person and a midget?
I mean, I would think so. Like, because I feel like that's the case with like any, like most like sicknesses. Like, it's not going to be like a universal like effect on everyone. Like, there's going to be some difference in like the significance of the effect. I feel like.
Are you enjoying the fact I slid that midget in there? Are you enjoying that?
Yeah. That was good. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that was good.
I've gotten some interesting feedback on my comic about midgets.
Nice.
I've been told I'm going to hell.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Well, because I fucking hashtag Christians and midgets and shit.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've gotten some very rude messages back. I've also gotten some not so rude messages. I've gotten some very funny ones where people are like, "This is the funniest shit I've ever read in my life."
Totally. Like on the comments at least. Like I always go through and like check them and like just people love it.
The comments are very friendly.
Yeah.
And I think that's because there's so many overwhelmingly good comments that you don't want to be that one person that's like, "This sucks," because then everybody's gonna be like, "What's your problem?"
Yeah, fair.
Right? Like that's the one thing I noticed, like in school, like think about a group situation everybody's getting along, everything's going good. Do you want to be that one kid that's like sitting in the corner with his thumb up his ass, all pissed off? I don't want to have fun because I suck. My life sucks. I don't want to smile because I suck.
Totally.
Like, fuck.
Yeah, like,
so I think it's almost the same thing. Like, maybe there's so many usually overwhelming positive comments that nobody wants to be negative. Because I get negative mail, man. I get negative mail. it's
yeah,
funny,
fair.
I love when somebody told me the other day that Jesus was the way and that he would guide me to a much holier path in the future. Nice. And I was like, I have to draw midgets being shot out of a catapult now. If it's the last thing I do, I have to figure out where I'm going to get this picture or how I'm going to do this and start launching midgets from catapults strictly to piss that guy off.
I mean, what you could do is you could find like some pictures of midgets online and then use the photo, like the background eraser app that I told you about.
Yeah, I know. I could totally.
And then just like crop them in, like I did a thumbnail for one of my videos, and like with one of my buddies, because he got the new iPhone 11 Pro Max, like shortly after I got the S20 Ultra. So we did and we did it via Zooms. So we did like Battle of the Beast, because those are like arguably the two best phones on the market right now. And so like the backdrop is like a city on fire, and the phones are like super huge on the thumbnail. And then there's like one dude like falling from the sky, and then there's like a bunch of other dudes like running like at the base of the phones. Yeah. And it's just, so there's a lot of things you can do with that, with like the background remover app or like transparent images.
Yeah, no, for sure. And I mean, I know how to do all that stuff. I can definitely do that. It's just, I just thought about that guy and how he's like, Jesus is going to show you the way. I'm like, Jesus doesn't want to come any fucking where near me. Like, that dude would just look at me and be like, as much as I don't like the shit you do, I commend you on the least amount of fucks I've ever seen given.
Totally.
that would be Jesus and me. It would be like there'd be like a mutual respect, but at the same time not.
Oh man.
Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you do with the with the comic books in the future. Like at some point you need to get those like all those different things like printed out and like put in like a nice comic book like with some nice paper.
That would be pretty cool. I actually thought about making a gift for somebody. I'm pretty sure you can already fucking piece this all together because you're a smart guy. And making a comic book, like an actual, like printed out, make a cover, make a back, make a bunch of pages. Like I legitimately thought about making one strictly for this person.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I was like, damn, man, like that would be fucking cool. That's a lot of fucking work, though.
True.
That's a lot of fucking work. I don't know how I would do that, but in a way, it's almost like a collage.
Totally.
It's just a different form of doing it, a different artistic spin to it.
Yeah, totally. And like even like, do you have a printer at your house?
No, Jordan. I chisel everything out by chisel and stone. Yes, I have a printer. It's 2020, my friend.
I mean, my family didn't get a printer until like a couple of years ago. So you never know. Not everyone, because we never really needed it.
See, I didn't know that because I thought that everybody had been raised with a printer in their house from day fucking one. Because I don't remember life without having a printer.
Yeah, no. Look, we've had a couple over the years, but they haven't, like, none of them worked very well until the one that we just got recently, and it works a lot better. But yeah, you never know. Like,
you never know.
Yeah,
you learn something new. Not everybody is raised with printers in their household, ladies and gentlemen.
There you go. Yeah, but like you can get like some like decently heavy paper, and then like put it in your printer, and then like print out the comic pages and like add the captions like in Comica. That would be sick.
Yeah, man. Yeah, that's only just one part of it, though. I do a lot more than just use that part of it, but yeah.
True. Yeah, for sure.
There's fucking so much work to do in that. Mm-hmm. But it's a lot of fun to do. I like doing it.
Yeah. Yeah, and like every post is like more funny than and more like messed up than the last.
Yeah, well, I think you kind of got to do that. You got to keep people being like, "What the fuck is this guy's problem?" Like, I thought that was funny. I don't know why, and I'm not here to toot my own horn, but if somebody else were to post that the other day about the king being like, "No, not the children," and he's like, "No, man, they're shooting the dwarf people out of the fucking
Yeah.
catapults," and he's like, "What is this guy's problem writing this comic?" Like,
Yeah, and that was cool how you like broke the fourth wall. Like,
yeah, like, yeah, I just thought it was funny. Like, you know, you got to play a little bit of the. It's just fun. It's just fun, and I hope people don't take it too seriously. That's why it's a fucking comic book.
yeah, totally.
You know. Yeah, there's a little that one. That's
Yeah.
my favorite one.
Yeah, and the name goes, not the children. Lord King, the children are protected. I speak of the dwarf-like people. They're the ones being launched out of the catapults. The guy making these comments, what's his problem? That's clever. Like that's what makes the Deadpool movies so funny is because Deadpool just like breaks the fourth wall and like looks at the camera and like talks directly to the
Totally, and
audience.
that's my
It's
favorite thing
hilarious.
about Deadpool when he does that. It's like he stops and he's like, "So this is where shit starts to go sideways. This is where you want to get your popcorn. Don't leave the room or blink." And then he goes right back to it. And you're like,
Exactly.
"What?"
Totally. Yeah, it's great. I was watching the second one recently, and it's just like never ceases to be funny.
Dude, the second one is so funny. Spoiler alerts for anybody watching. The part where Juggernaut fucking rips him in half. I was dying laughing. It is so gory and gruesome, but it is so fucking funny.
Yeah.
How he literally rips him in half. And he's like, "Oh my god, you ripped me in half."
Yeah, totally.
Huge fan, Juggernaut. I'm a huge fan. Ugh.
Totally.
Dude,
Oh,
Legend
man.
watched that and he was dying. He was like, "Bah!"
Of course he was.
I love that little monkey, man. I woke up this morning. He's sleeping away, sleeping away. I do my thing. I play GTA. I upload another video to my fight channel. I do a bunch of shit like that.
Yeah.
Tried to get some other stuff done, but ran out of time. Then he wakes up and I see him downstairs. He has fucking all his swords and knives and shit shoved in his underwear. I put a picture of it on there. You sent me a laughing reaction.
Yep.
And my God, man, I was like, what are you doing, bud? Like, what do you got going on? And he essentially tells me, he's like, "Yeah, my Viking brothers are going raiding." I'm like, "I raised you right. I did this right."
Cool.
You know, some kids are really into, what are they? They're really into, there he is. There's my man.
It's so good. It's just like so random and hilarious. It's great.
Man, he's so funny. He's so funny. I love that kid. Mm-hmm. He makes me laugh, like to the point where I can't help it. So last night, I put him in bed at 8:39.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "All right, go to bed. Love you." Give him hugs, kisses, read him a book, do all the fun shit that you do with parents. Go upstairs.
Yeah.
My parents went to bed my mom went to bed at like 9:30. My dad at about 11:30.
Okay.
I'm up on the computer. It's 12:12. Not Lorgen, fucking Jordans. And I'm sitting there and I'm working away, I'm doing my thing, and I'm like, fuck, I just want this video to export so I can go to bed. And all of a sudden I hear up the stairs, and I'm like,
oh boy.
What are you doing? He's like, "Hey, you coming to bed?" I'm like, "Have you been awake this whole time waiting for me?" He's like, "Yeah." "Come on." I was like, "All right, cool." But yeah, my kid waits for me in bed until, I go to sleep. Because he refuses, for anybody listening to this, yes, I still co-sleep with my kid because he refuses to sleep in his own bed. I've been trying. It's fucking painful sometimes, man. I'm like, "Come on, let's try and get you in your bed. I got you like new posters, got you like a Pikachu blanket, I got you fucking all this cool kid shit for your room." He's like, "Yeah, I know." He's like, "This room, super dope. I'll see you at 1:00 in the morning when I need snuggles." I'm like, "Okay."
That's amazing. Oh man, what a guy.
Yeah, man, it's funny.
That's great.
I don't know, man. I got high hopes for my kid. I got high hopes for him. Like, I think he's gonna be a way better version of me. I think he's gonna I think he's gonna be like popular. I wasn't popular. I had some chips and dips on my shoulders. This kid, he just doesn't give a fuck about anything from day one.
Yeah.
So he's already gonna be popular. He's gonna be probably a fun kid in class.
Totally.
He's probably gonna get in a few fights over the years. I dude, like just pumping my chest. I'm ready for this shit. Like I just love being a dad.
Yeah, no, I can see that. He's just like, yeah, he's like, I feel like he's gonna be like super popular, but then like also like the goof and the clown in class, but then also gonna be loved by like every teacher.
Absolutely. Like as much as he's gonna be annoying on their ass and just pissing them off and whatever, there'll also be like the super sweet kid in the class that you never don't want to have in your class.
Totally.
Yeah. So he's gonna be that kid that you hate sometimes, but you love to hate him.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I can see that.
But you still love him more than you hate him. So it's like, Yeah. He's funny, man. We were on the phone with his mom last night, I think.
Yeah.
And he said something to her on the phone, man, that was just like completely out of this world. And she was blown away. I was blown away. We're both sitting there like,
That's amazing.
You know, it's weird for fucking like, as somebody that was married at one point and now having to deal with that person not as a married partner, man, it's weird how like things can be different but better in a weird way. Like,
interesting. Yeah.
Her and I actually work way better not being married and together, but we work better as like being this kid's parents that are separated from a distance. Like if something goes on at her house, she can tell me, I can help deal with it. If something goes on here, I can let her know, hey, heads up, this is what's going on, or this is why he's doing this, or this is what he's doing lately because he's whatever.
Yeah.
You know? And it cuts down on a lot of the bullshit because he's 4 and he's already realized he can manipulate situations and lie.
Have fun with that when he's like 10.
Yeah, so like he came up to me the other day and he's like, yeah, mom was at her house and she was naked and making out with some guy, and I was like, whoa, dude. I'm like, okay. And I was just kind of like blown away, and I was like, so like and more so like the best way to figure out if a kid's lying is just ask them for more details.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. I was like, oh wow, like that sounds really crazy. So like what did the guy look like? And he's like, he was in the TV, he looked like a duck. I'm like
there you go.
So like there you go. It was fucking like he just made up some crazy story. But if you took it at the cover of the book and you didn't open it up and go past the first couple pages, you would have literally just lost your mind.
Totally.
And like, oh my God, my child is seeing some people make out naked in front of him, and should not be seeing that at the age of 4.
No. Oh man.
So fucking kids say the craziest shit. He tells her all the time, he's like, Dad has some girl at the house. Which I don't, man. I've never had a girl over my house and fucking like I haven't had a girl over here at this house ever.
Fair.
The last girl I had any kind of interaction with was my ex-wife when we were married living together. Besides that, any interaction with a woman's been at like the grocery store and she's a cashier.
Yep.
Or like she cuts me off in traffic and then I do this and I say a bunch of things I shouldn't say.
Fair. Oh man, legend. What a little terrorist.
Yeah, he's the world's cutest terrorist.
Yep.
He's the world's cutest terrorist.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't know about you, but the word terrorist is a little cliche these days, almost like.
Totally. Yeah, it's kind of
because everything's a terrorist. Everything's terrorism. Everything's this. Everything's that. So now my kid, he's a terrorist.
Yeah.
There you go. The adorable 4-year-old legend is a fucking terrorist.
Yeah. Totally.
Yeah. He, shoves foam swords in his pants, and he says he's gonna blow me up on a daily basis. I guess my kid's a terrorist.
Yeah. No, my dad's been like calling like little kids terrorists for years. Just like, just like a loving joke. But that's been like a part. Like he's been saying that for years, and it's hilarious.
Yeah, man. It's funny. I think everybody has like, I don't know if it's because you probably know this. Like your dad, he says some stuff, and it's probably really funny to you because it's your dad. That's just how your dad is. Right. My dad's the same way. That comment he made, step on her hair, yank one on her face when that girl tried to run away from the TV show and shit like that. And I was like, oh, Dad. Like, I don't know what it is as a kid, but I don't think there's ever a better joke teller than your own dad.
Totally.
If your own dad, like, built your sense of humor.
Yeah, true. Way. Yep, more or less.
With your mom and siblings and all that stuff going on.
Yeah,
so in a way, it's like, that sense of humor is so hard not to bond with them over. Like my dad and I, even if we butt heads hard, man, there are some days where the jokes that come out, they are so sick and twisted and fucked up, but I love that man and his sense of humor. You know, for anybody listening, like, do not talk to my dad about China. Do not talk to my dad about like the past of Canada. Don't talk about that. He will go off the fucking deep end.
There's like a small evil part of me that like somehow like wants to convince you to bring him on the podcast at some point.
He would probably never come on the podcast. He would probably never come on the podcast because he knows that he would somehow become famous. And he would then all of a sudden have a following of people that just want to hear his every word.
Amazing.
That's
so funny.
And the next thing you know, my dad has his own podcast, Willie in His Spots. And it's just like, oh no.
Oh man.
Could you imagine if like your dad and my dad did a podcast together?
Oh goodness.
Oh goodness.
Yeah.
My dad is so politically incorrect and not religious at all.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be interesting for sure.
That would just not go over well. Could you imagine? And what do you think about this? Well, what do you mean you think that about that? Well, what do you mean you think that about that?
Totally. And it's just ugly. Just an hour of ugly.
An hour of ugly. Oh, maybe that's what we should name that one episode that we're going to be working on.
Ooh. The one that we did that doesn't exist as far as anybody else is concerned, or
absolutely.
Oh, an hour of ugly. Yeah.
Yeah, and I don't know, Jordan. I might be hearing somebody knock on my door. That wants to come in for a visit.
Oh, okay.
So I may have to go open that door and let him come in and say hello.
Ooh, yeah. I think, as a matter of fact, I hear somebody knocking over here as well.
You hear somebody knocking? This is just too much of a coincidence, Jordan. All right, Jordan. Well, I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna answer the door. I think you should do the same.
Yeah.
And when either whoever comes back or whatever happens, let's see what happens.
Yep.
Shenanigans take place. I'm gonna go open the door now, Jordan.
Sounds good.
Uh-oh. Yes.
Bullshit.
Nice.
The king himself, Mr. Face to Face.
Holy moly.
Yes, my friend, how are you doing?
I'm good. It's good to finally be out of this cage.
Really?
I don't know what the problem was with those other two guys. But I just felt that they shouldn't be doing this fucking podcast anymore. You know what? Fuck this shit. This is our podcast now.
Taking over.
Right, man, face to face.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. We decided to come on in and take on over the podcast. We are what you call professional trolls.
Yes, sir.
Ladies and gents, we are professional trolls.
Professionally trained, school of trolls.
Yes, certified trolls. Certified big dick bandit trolls from across the land.
Damn straight.
Do you think this pink bandana looks good?
Yeah, I would
Do
say
you
so.
think this pink bandana looks good?
How's this beard though? That's the real question.
I don't give a fuck if you think this pink bandana looks good, because his beard looks fantastic.
That's right.
I think I'm gonna start bringing jean jackets back in style.
After this episode, they definitely will be. It's gonna be great.
Yeah, you know what else needs to come back into style? Slapping your nipple. Just slapping that son of a bitch. Just slapping. Show the world exactly who owns the son. Then you lift up the other side. You slap that side too. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
People, you let them know that we mean business. That's right.
Oh yeah.
Alright, well, was fun. There was nobody at my door.
Yeah, I think it was one of my siblings or something knocking. But I went to look and there's no one there. It's weird.
I think my kid dropped something.
Sometimes
when they drop plastic cups, it's like ding, 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 ding. Like maybe
totally.
That's what
yeah. Very well could have been.
Very well could have been. He's a big fan of that movie Trolls.
That's good. It's a great movie.
Yeah, I don't know what it is about Legend, but he loves that movie Trolls. It's great.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. I've seen it once, maybe once. I don't remember. I've seen a lot of movies in my time.
Yeah, I still don't think anything beats Vikings.
True.
When I get right down, I still think that Ragnar was the best, like, era of Vikings. Like
100%, totally.
From like 1 to 3.5 or whatever the fuck it is.
Yeah, totally.
Oh man, but I was reading something yesterday that he and Lagatha are going to be coming back for the end of season 6 or something in some weird way.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah, so I'm like, maybe they meet in Valhalla.
Ooh, that'd be fun.
That would be super cool if all of a sudden, like, say Bjorn dies or something like that, and he goes to Valhalla.
True.
And like Ragnar's sitting there waiting for him. Like, that'd be cool.
That'd be sick.
Fuck yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be dope, man.
Yeah.
Especially if they had like one of those Mario pictures, like that picture Mario has, like he's eating his whole body.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh shit, son, like that would be fucking cool.
Totally. Yeah, it'd be sick. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. One thing I have to say on this podcast is the amount of people that try and steal Mario's pictures without giving him any credit.
Yeah.
I get upset by that. I'm surprised he doesn't physically hunt each and every one of you fuckers down.
Literally, yeah.
He's such a nice guy.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no. And like I saw somebody post a picture with him in it, and then you were like, the legend himself at Mario Ponte, and then tagged him in a comment. And I was like, yeah.
Yeah, well, that's like a subtle way of being like, bro, you can't jack shit and not give the person credit. Fuck you.
Yeah, I think it was this photo that somebody used as like the background for a photo.
Yeah, they did.
And I was like, why? Like,
yeah, like, why do you gotta jack his picture and then write something over top of it and act like you did that, all of that? You didn't do that. Give the man credit. He's the one that did that. Or give him his team that helps him with that stuff.
Yeah, totally.
Whatever the case is, like, give them the credit. You don't deserve it. Like, that right there. What a fucking beast.
Like,
what a beast.
Like, everything about that photo is awesome. Like,
yeah, like, I want to steal them from my fucking comic, but I wouldn't steal them unless I asked them, right? Like,
totally.
It's an honor thing. It's an honor thing. The man's a Viking. Honor him.
Totally. Like he would, like, I feel like he, like, might actually, like hunt you down and, like, gut you like a fish.
No, he's way too much of a sweetheart. As much as he looks like a super scary dude and, like,
True.
Yeah, you don't want to piss him off.
Yeah.
But, man, I've never seen the guy say a bad word, a mean word, anything.
Facts. Yeah. Anytime somebody, like, comments on his post, he's like, much love. Like, thanks so much.
The picture of him and his son, like him with his dad and stuff like that. Like, man, what a sweet, yeah. Like, that's adorable. Yeah. That's him. He's a little kid, and that's his dad, and that's him and his dad now. And there's a picture somewhere on there of his son with him, and he's like holding him in his arm. It's just like I don't know, man. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, like, look at that big papa just taking care of his little man right there. Like, what is there not to love about that guy?
Yeah, just a boss. Like, I can't wait to talk to him on Friday. That's gonna be so much fun. Yeah,
man. Yeah, he's a sweetheart. Yeah. Just an absolute gem of a human being.
Yeah,
and he's like a real high-ranking member of the Bearded Villains. He's very, very involved and very. That's cool, man. I don't know what it is about that whole organization that I really appreciate. Like when we were talking to Black Belt and they cleaned up all those headstones and everything.
Yeah,
that's really cool of them to do. They don't have to do that stuff.
No, but
like you said, right? It's breaking the mentality. People with beards, like, they're bikers, they're gangsters.
Yeah, totally.
It's just letting people know that if you have a beard, it doesn't mean that you're a fucking biking thug.
True. Yep. Facts.
Just because Jordan works for TBS does not mean that he's dealing drugs from his butthole. Can you imagine if that was the way of dealing drugs? You just kept shooting drugs out of your butthole. People are like, I came for an ounce of weed. You're an ounce of weed pops. Jordan's like,
oh, man.
But yeah, man, like, just what a legend.
And like every photo is just like you're just go through, like, every photo is just epic, and like he's got like a coherent theme, like all the photos are like similar styles, like He's got like different color schemes going on. Like,
yeah, he's got the dark ones and he's got lighter ones and he's got like the light blue with the snow and
and then he's got like some more candid shots, like charity Children's Day, like donating to a children's hospital. Like, what a beast! Like,
yeah, man.
Like, so awesome.
Yeah, and that's what I mean. Like, I wish the world just had a few more people like him. Like, he's such a sweet dude, and he's so cool. And I wish people would give him the credit that he deserves. Like, you know, we also see people like Thor. Thor gets a lot of his pictures jacked. Donkey gets a lot of his pictures jacked. Pilot Viking, even Pilot Viking gets a lot of his shit jacked, and people are like, you know, they just post it without giving them any credit and stuff like that.
Yeah, I love this this new photo that Dacky posted. It's just like,
it's a nice photo, man.
Yeah, it's just like sharp, like
the legend Docky himself.
What a guy.
What a guy. I love talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still never going to forget when I put that picture up of me with no beard and me with a beard. And he's like, wow, your sister's pretty hot. I fucking died when he sent me that. I was like, oh, shit.
Huh. That's cool.
Yeah, man.
Yeah. What a guy.
Yeah.
And then, like Pilot Viking 2, like, I'm excited to rewatch our episode with Pilot Viking. Like,
yeah, man, we did so many podcasts. I actually forgot that we had a conversation with them. And then I remembered the conversation and how funny it was.
Yeah, it was so funny. And it was like 2.5 hours long. Like, it was legendary.
And I forget some of the stuff we even talked about in there because it was just a lot of fun.
Yeah, like, just... Yeah, and like I can't wait for the day when we can get both of them, like both Thor and Pilot Viking, on at the same time. Like, I think that's going to be.
Them both on drunk.
Oh, that would be hilarious.
That'd be so fucking legendary.
Oh my goodness, I feel like Espen would be down for that for sure. I don't know how Thor rolls when it comes to that, but
I don't know if they would be down for getting shit faced on the podcast like I do, fucking 12 or 13 White Claws deep. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do in life, man.
Yeah,
you gotta do in life to have a good podcast.
Totally.
Now and again, you have to introduce some new random aspects to it and see what happens.
Definitely.
And if it doesn't work, then you just forget about them and move on.
Totally.
Oh shit.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, man. No, I really enjoy doing the podcast. Is there anything about it that like you're really enjoying as of late that you're like, yeah, like it's starting to roll. We're starting to get our watch time minutes up. We're starting to get subscribers to come in. Is there anything that you're watching throughout the process that you're like, yeah, man, this is what I'm digging the most?
Yeah. Well, it's been cool to see like the numbers and the audience growing and all that kind of stuff. But it's also been really cool to like talking to, like, I would have never thought that I was capable of like talking to like a random stranger that I've never like met in person for like hours on end. Like,
yeah,
like Mitch and Phil, like neither of us have met those guys in person yet, but we've just been talking online. And then we did a podcast that was like almost 5 hours long.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Well, yeah. And if you think about it, like how much time have you and I put in this podcast and we've never actually physically met?
True. That's facts.
Like, how many hours have you and I spent talking shit and doing stuff together? And like, I've never even been able to give you a hug yet, you son of a bitch.
Yeah. That's gonna be legendary when I finally figure out getting out to Vancouver. Like,
yeah, man, that would be pretty cool. Because I mean, I'm right on the way to Vancouver, so you gotta drive by me.
Yeah. Like my grandma has a friend who lives in Vancouver, so I want to try and figure out like the next time she goes, if I can figure out a way to go along with her, like save up some money and like pay for my own flight and
that'd be cool if we could get in touch with like the CEO and stuff like that and be like, dude, we'd like to do some really cool beard struggle stuff. Like just make us your bitch for a few days if you want. Do whatever you want.
Totally.
Because I mean, man, I would like to get a little bit more involved with them in the sense of like some of the stuff that they do.
Yeah, totally.
Because I like it. It's fun.
Yeah.
I am no video editor, but I'll do the video clips.
Yep. No, I can. I can. Yeah, and like by that point, hopefully I'll have a better laptop. But like worst case, I figured out how to put this in a suitcase and make it work, like my iMac. So
yeah, you did. We could make it work if we had to.
Yep. I got lights, I got cameras, I got lenses. Like,
yeah, you're pretty much a walking, talking production studio at this point.
Totally. Like my camera's not the best, but it definitely does the job. Like, I've got a microphone that works. Like 7 lights that we can like travel around with. Like, we can make it happen.
We could. Wonder if that's going to be what life is more like in the future, where people travel around more and they don't really have a place. They have like a car with a bed in it.
True. Yeah.
Like that. If that wouldn't surprise me. Single people, like they get a bed, they make it in their car, and they just start sleeping in their car. Not because they're poor and they can't afford their own place, but just like why?
Yeah,
why
true.
pay all that extra money?
Yeah, especially because like the housing market is so like crazy at this point. Like, houses are so expensive now.
It's interesting you mentioned that. So yesterday, my parents were looking at real estate, just taking a look because they've always looked at real estate. That's just what they do.
Yeah.
There was a 2-bedroom condo here that you could buy and own for $175,000, which is fucking so cheap and unheard of that it's like,
damn.
And it was a tiny ass condo, but still, the fact that you could own your own home.
Yeah, that's crazy.
For under $200,000, like I have not heard of that in years.
Yeah, that's wild.
I don't think I've ever heard of that since I ever looked at real estate.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Wow.
And when my parents grew up, their first house was $50,000.
Yep.
So it's like,
yeah, that's crazy.
I talked to my dad last night. I was like, one thing I find weird is like my dollar does not go near as far as your dollar went.
No, like, not by a long shot.
Like your dollar went way further than mine. And then he went, yeah, but you know what? My dad told me about the days where he used to make $1 a day, and that was a lot of money.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, you're right. It's just like the way they perceive it and kind of like where on the bar they put it, right?
Yeah. Like I think my dad, like one of his early jobs, like was minimum wage, and I think it was like somewhere between like $7 and $10 per hour, which is just crazy. Like when I was working, like I do like a 3-hour shift and make like $20 a shift, like $20 per hour per shift.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, when I was a kid and I got my very first job, I made $8 an hour. That's what I made when I got my very first job. I made $8 an hour.
Wow.
That's because you didn't have your first 500 hours, so they could make, like in BC, for you to graduate, you actually have to go to work. Like you cannot graduate until you get a job or have any form of like workable hours. So you have to have 500 hours. Yeah, you have to have 500 hours of like I had a job. I put work in. Like I actually went and did something. Or you won't get a graduation certificate.
Yeah.
So like for me, I worked at Wendy's and McDonald's, and that counted.
Yeah. Cool. Yeah, like it's kind of similar with like in Ontario you have to have like a certain number of volunteer hours, but not like a full like job. Like that's interesting.
Yeah, like they wanted you to either have a part-time job, a full-time job, like something that said you were working, or you were doing something that was adding value to the community. Like you had to prove you were actually doing something, and that was weird. But they also wanted, like my school also wanted like your driving record and shit. Like if you had your N and stuff, they wanted you to show that you've driven so much and whatnot. It was weird.
Yeah, it is weird.
I didn't quite understand it, but whatever. It was all needed for graduation and shit. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. It's a weird world we live in, my friend. I wonder what's gonna happen. I think Mitch is still gonna show up at your parents' house with clown strippers and a fucking knuckle deep in somebody's ass looking for drugs. I still think that should happen.
No. The thought of that like terrifies me in so many ways. As hilarious as it would be to finally meet Mitch in person, like
I have a feeling that if Mitch were to show up at your house and meet your parents and show up with like midget clown strippers and everything, it would be a lot like Trevor from GTA when he shows up at that other guy's apartment that he doesn't know, and he's like, "This is your cousin. I fucking run your apartment
now." Totally. Yeah. Like
your parents would be like, "Your friend has to go," and Mitch is just gonna be like, "Don't worry, mate. I'm just gonna borrow your table here for the strippers to dance on." They're gonna jump up there in high heels, start marking up the table. He's like, "Dance for me, bitch. Dance for me."
Oh no.
Oh, I love Mitch, man. What a funny guy.
Yeah, he's a character for sure.
Oh, he is.
But like, the thought of like that just I'm just terrified thinking about like trying to explain myself would be like quite the mission. Like
Oh yeah.
why is there a giant Scottish man like like or like UK guy like with a beard and like clown strippers like at our house? Like what like and how did he find where we live? Like what's like there'd be so many questions.
He has your address, Jordan. He has your address. He knows where you live. He has your house address. He has everything. You may not want to know how he has that, but he has it. I know he has it.
I hope to God that he actually doesn't. That
no. He does.
I wouldn't put it past him to figure it out though.
Jordan, there's no hope, bro. He has it. I know he has it. I've seen it, bro. I know the address. How'd that microphone get to your house, Jordan? Oh, the puzzle gets put together.
Oh shit! Oh no! Because I wait. No, I just said Phil personally. Oh no.
Oh yes, there you go, Jordan. You put the pieces together. There
it's like
go.
there's a meme that perfectly describes my my feelings right now. Yeah. 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 Oh, I'm starting to sweat.
Because Mitch is going to show up at your house one day with a backpack full of big black dildos, game cubes, Axe body spray, and midget strippers.
Yeah, that's me. That's me right now. Panic. Because I'm pretty sure because the original plan for my microphone was because I sent Phil my address so that he could ship it out to my house, but then what's to stop him from passing it around? Oh no. Oh no. What have I done?
Especially if Mitch wants it. Who's gonna say no to Mitch?
Not Phil.
Not Phil. Certainly not Scott.
Nope.
It's okay though. Zeke will protect you.
It's honestly, as soon as I'm safe for right now, because there's a travel ban everywhere. But as soon as that lifts, I might end up with Mitch, Mensky, Phil, you, who knows who's gonna might be the whole core of our main group that we talked. Black Belt might show up. This just be
you might need to get your own apartment sooner rather than later, motherfucker.
This is gonna be two big vans, and it's just gonna be a clown car, just Mitch and Phil in the front seats, Scott and Black Belt and Minsky pouring out one side, Pablo crawling out the back,
Pablo will just be carrying it. He'll be carrying it down the road.
Yeah. Dakota's hanging out the back window, waving at me as you guys pull up.
Dakota's hanging off of fucking Pablo's arm like a monkey.
Dakota's out one side, Zeke's out the other.
That would be probably one of the funniest fan arts you could make. It's all of us in a clown car and Pablo just carrying it down the road and all of us sticking our heads out.
I just had an idea for a thing I'm gonna do on Photoshop.
Oh, let me know, man. I'll give it a go.
Yep. Because I did that house full of random characters for our for season 3. So
yeah, man.
I could find a picture of a van and with a whole get a picture of a school bus and then put the pictures of people's faces in the window along the bus.
Totally.
Yep, I'm doing that after this.
That's so cool. That'd be hilarious.
That's gonna be amazing.
Yeah, that'll be funny. Have all these bearded dudes on a bus.
Minsky's riding on Minsky's on top of the bus and a recliner with like flying his drone.
Dude, it's funny you mentioned that. Did you ever watch Recess growing up? The show
Yeah.
Recess?
Yep.
So I have Disney Plus, and I was watching that the other day. Legend loves that show. He's like, oh, this is so cool. And I thought it was a good way of getting him excited for school because we're about a year away.
True.
And that shows like all the best stuff about school. They blow it
Facts.
way out of proportion. There's a king of the playground. There's this kid, the hustler kid, the diggers. There's like all the fucking the Ashleys, Randall. Like there's all these fucking goofy characters. And
totally,
dude, it was funny. The bus in one of the episodes broke down.
Yeah.
So the kids are like, "Oh, we're gonna fix the bus," and they turn it into like a tank. it's like a fucked up like monster tank on like tank wheels. It drives around. And the bus driver's all distraught. She's like, my baby's dead. And they all say fix the bus. But they're driving on the highway, and all of a sudden she's like, 10-4, bus is back alive. Bah, ha, ha. Fucking throws the microphone on the ground. Yeah. The teacher's like, where's TJ, who's the main character of the show? Yeah. And the motherfucker bolted a recliner to the top of the bus, and he had his hat, and he's sitting there like, this is the best field trip ever!
I definitely remember seeing that episode. Oh,
I was like, fuck, man, I want to do that so bad now.
Totally. Just get, like, our whole crew together, like, rent a school bus.
Have you ever heard of the world's, I don't know if they still do them, but have you ever heard of, like, the couch tumble or whatever they call it, where they go down the hill in Ireland or Scotland, and you're supposed to make like a raft out of like a bed or something like that, or
that sounds incredible.
And they like fly down these hill, dudes, and people get seriously hurt because like the couch easily goes rolling down the hill with you, flipping and tossing, and it can hit you, it can really hurt people.
Oh man, I can't wait till the day that we're all together at some point, and the wild times that are going to happen. Like,
that's going to be hilarious. People are going to be like, Jordan, come stand here. Yes. Stick your ass out into this hole and moon that old lady. But really on the other side, it's just going to be all of us like darts. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no.
Yeah, got him right in the hole. Like,
I'm just going to be like, I'm going to need to build like a contraption that just face palms for me, because my arms are going to be sore from face palming so much.
And your face will be sore from face palm.
True. Yep.
Doctor's like, yeah, you can't be face palming anymore. You're like, yeah, my face does hurt a little bit. He's like, no, you're causing 2nd-degree concussions to the frontal lobe of your brain.
Oh man. And like the amount of like we're gonna like clear out a small town like worth of food. Like I remember I was watching the Iceland vlog that Dan Ziegler posted, and like there's a scene where they all go to Costco, and they're just like,
God.
Yeah, and there's just a full cart, like just like totally packed with food, and then Dan's like, yeah, this will probably last us about 4 days.
Probably,
Yep, because between like Thor, Jens the Beast, Espen, Daki, Dan, J-Hop,
it's just a bunch of monsters out there.
That's a lot of big dudes that require a lot of food.
Yeah, and that's literally just probably for them. Literally.
Yeah, and then there's also like a crew with them. So like on top of the 6 or 7 of them, or whatever, however many there were, like
they probably had another 3 carts hidden that they weren't showing.
Yeah, totally. Totally. Like, that's gonna be hilarious at some point. And like,
yeah, man.
If we could get like a bunch of our crew on a future Iceland trip, like, oh man, the things that would go down would just be hilarious. Like the content would be hilarious.
Yeah, man. I think that by the time they're actually done building this Viking army that they're building, essentially,
yeah, totally.
It's going to be a bunch of really well-known or semi-well-known influencers, and they're all part of it. So like,
totally,
it wouldn't surprise me if like anybody that has like under 1,000 followers are probably going to be like, kick rocks, bitch. I can see that. I totally see that.
Yeah, and they just have like a whole. There's like 30 or 40 masters. Like,
yeah, it wouldn't surprise me if they even had 100.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like, if
because like out of our original crew, like there's at least a few I could see like Nick, Mitch, Phil, Pablo, maybe us, like Black Belt, like Mensky, maybe like just oh man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's gonna be just fucking crazy.
Yeah,
it's gonna be fun to see where this goes. Because I mean, we've been doing this for a couple months now. We've been doing this podcast for just over a month.
Yeah.
So it hasn't even been half a year yet for me.
True. Yeah, because like I joined April 7th, so it's been like 3 months, and it's been like 15 or 16 weeks since I joined.
Yeah, and I was here for about a month and a half prior to you, so
yeah,
I was about that. So yeah, between the two of us, we've been here for quite some time already.
Yeah, totally.
And there's some people that are very interested in it, and some people that are not very interested in it. And
True.
See what happens.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see like what the turnover rate because there's a lot of people right now, but it'll be interesting to see like like how many people just kind of like give up and stop and like or just like quit promoting for the beard struggle just because like they don't have enough time or like they don't care enough.
Yeah, what do you think is going to happen? I personally think that, like, because we were on the Facebook group the other day, and unfortunately, like, when you start an ambassador program like this, yeah, I know, and you send out, like, the Jordan Harsh facepalm, there's a lot of negativity on there, but that's what happens when you have a lot of ambassadors all of a sudden jump on board real quick.
Yeah, totally.
Everybody thinks they're special and their opinion needs to be heard, and it's like, no,
just keep. No, you don't need to. No, it's okay.
Just prove yourself and then talk.
Yeah.
Don't talk and then prove yourself, because that's not going to be near as effective.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's just like, and like people like join in and like, and then like they like, so many people like they'll post like a selfie, a picture of their truck, and then like literally they'll just like download the Beard Struggle ads that we have access to, and just literally post that up as a post, and it's just like. You're not going to grow like that or gain sales. Like,
yeah, it's like watering your plant, but the water doesn't go anywhere. It evaporates super quickly.
Yeah.
It's like you defeat the purpose. You're only getting the top of the dirt wet. It's not going any deeper than that. You're not doing any good.
Yeah, totally.
So, yeah, I definitely hear what you're saying in that sense.
Yeah.
It's painful.
It really is.
You know, I saw another gentleman post something today. I saw somebody post something today, and like, I'm glad if you have a good life, and I'm glad if you're buying toys for yourself and you got like new workout supplements and that kind of stuff. But please put some effort into your pictures. I don't want to look at your pictures if it's just fucking a white cloth sitting on a table like this.
Yeah, with even like even that could be cool if you like add like
all of a sudden I pull on like the Pablo effect where I'm like. And it's like perfectly timed and everything, and it's all blurry in the back, but it looks real crisp right here.
Yeah. Or like
cool.
Yeah, totally. Or like Tommy P. He has like an assortment of things on the table with the white claw at the center, and it's like nicely edited. It's kind of like desaturated and like all contrasty and moody. Like that's super cool. Like that photo that he posted recently is my wallpaper on my phone right now. Because it's sick.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
That's cool. Yeah, man. It's just, I don't know. I wish people would put some more effort into their stuff. Like anything in life, put a little bit more effort into it. I don't think people can see that very well, Jordan. It's your phone.
Yeah. It's, I don't know. You can kind of see it. But, yeah.
There's like a bad glare on your side, so I'm like, I can barely see my face.
Oh, rip. That's unfortunate. But yeah, it's yeah.
But
like,
yeah,
you gotta make it.
Tommy put up.
Yeah, totally.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Nice picture.
Yeah, I'm excited to talk to him again soon. That's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it too. I like his dark sense of humor and how he gets all fucking crazy and shit like that.
Yeah.
He was a little nervous last time. He was pretty honest with us about that.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to when he comes back on. He had a little bit more loose cut.
Yeah,
I told him he should get drunk with me on the podcast.
That would be hilarious.
I'm just curious where that's gonna go.
Yeah, he's a great guy.
I told him that he needs to move away from Scandinavia and move to Canada and become the American real bad boy.
Totally. Yeah.
I think that'd be hilarious. Tommy P in Canada. He's like, I'm the real American bad boy. And it's like, yeah, a place where you can't have any guns.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, no, once the like Moose Bros compound, like just a bunch of people.
Dude.
Like obviously there's a bunch of guys that have like families and all that kind of stuff, but like the ones that like that they're just like mostly on their own, like that would be just epic to have like a whole compound of just like us, Tommy P, Mensky, like all those guys just hanging out all the time, just creating content, like having a good time. Would be so much fun.
It would be a lot of fun. I would have to have a section of the house where I'm like, yeah, guys, this is a lot of fun. All right, I'll see you when I'm done being a parent. And then I like go into the parent zone of the house. And
yeah. We just get like a big plot of land, like somewhere like in the middle of nowhere, and just set up like a bunch of buildings.
Yeah, man, that would be sweet. I would like that. That'd be cool.
Yeah. So then like everybody has like their own personal space, like go and like chill out. Like if I want to like go and like quietly get some editing done or just like talk to my family or whatever, and it's not just like and it's not just like you and Mensky like running around shocking like no stop. Just like, and it's not just like you and Mensky just like shotgunning White Claws and running around the house.
Yeah, I'm still a parent, you son of a bitch.
True.
Yeah, but at that point, he'll be a teenager and he'll be a part of the fun.
Oh, totally.
Yeah, by the time he leaves high school, he won't even need a job. He'll already be famous.
Totally. We just get the Moose Bros HQ like content videos going. Just like
he's gonna have like his own YouTube page. He's gonna make more money than God. He's gonna get that. I don't need to pay for anything. I'm gonna be like, ouch. Okay.
Totally.
But I don't know, man. That's my goal. Is like one day have a nice place. Like I don't know. I think it'd be fun to live in a community of friends.
Totally. Like
I think that'd be a lot of fun. Like your friend lives over here, your friend lives over here. You
guys totally.
And hang out. You go shoot the shit and hang out. Like
totally. Oh, yeah. That would be so much fun.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, and then we just have like a big podcast studio, and we just like every once in a while we just get like a Moose Bros HQ like episode with like the people of like the Moose Bros HQ, like the Moose Bros house like content crew, and it's just like just like you, me, like whoever else, like. Oh, that'd be amazing. And we just like do a podcast every once in a while and just like
P out of Scandinavia.
Totally. Oh man, that would be amazing. Yeah, we're gonna like
that would be funny.
Yeah, we're gonna like rewatch this one day, and it's like actually happening. Like we're like sitting on like a big ass couch, like all the boys, like be like, hey, it actually happened.
It'll be nice one day when we can take like pictures and like look back and I can see like my shitty studio that I'm in right now, and it's gonna be like a better looking studio.
Totally.
And then it'll be like better than that, and then better than that, and then better than that.
We're in like a perfectly lit like soundproof studio, like incredible mics. We're using like actual cameras to like, and we're like flying people in to like be on the podcast. Like
I ain't flying nobody in. They can pay for their own shit.
Fair.
You can pay for their own shit, their own cars, their own planes. Fuck that. You want to come be on the podcast, you get on the podcast. I got a spot for you. You make it here.
Fair. Yeah, no, it'd be a lot of fun.
Even if it was like Jay-Z or something, he's like, you got to fly me in. I'd be like, you fly yourself in, you rich son of a bitch. Like,
yeah.
You have your own fucking plane. All you got to do is show your dick. They'll take you wherever you want.
Oh, man.
Yeah, no, that goes back to almost like having like crazy money, like Akon, fucking Kanye West, Eminem, all these crazy people, their money.
Yeah, totally. And just
So what do you think about Kanye West and the fact he was like trying to run for president, and then at the same time, like the guy does have real mental illness. Like when it comes to male mental illness, like people, there's usually a little bit of like a whatever kind of thing about it, but like we all know that dude actually has problems.
Yeah.
So no, like, would you say it's almost mean to pick on him in a way?
Totally.
But it's hard not to because he's such a goof.
Yeah, like, and he's so in the public eye and just like so like unfiltered and just like says whatever he's thinking. So it kind of like, especially like for like the news, like it kind of makes you want to like create memes out of it, and like he's not well, like.
Yeah.
And I saw an article today, like Kim Kardashian apparently is like in the process of like getting a divorce from him. Like she's like going to talk to a divorce lawyer like any day now.
I'm surprised she's not going to be the divorce lawyer. She's being a lawyer anyways.
True.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising. I mean, she's like trying to go back to school and become a good high-paying lawyer and like do all that shit, and he's kind of all over the place and doing crazy shit. So I could see where that would be a problem.
Totally. Yeah, I think he's also supposedly releasing a new album on Friday, which is going to be interesting. But if it happens, I will be listening to it because I'm curious.
I know you're a fan. You're a fan.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I've never really liked his stuff. I've never liked his clothes, his music, anything. I don't really like the guy. I've never really liked the guy. I've always thought he was a bit of an oddball.
Totally. Yeah, he's definitely odd for sure.
I never quite understood what the big hype was around him. Like everybody's like, well, he makes good music. I'm like, yeah, well, there's a lot of people that make good music. Well, he makes clothes. I'm like, there's a lot of people that make good clothes.
Yep, true.
Well, he's this. I'm like, okay, so all this stuff. And then it came out that he was like mentally unwell. And it's like, okay, well, he has some problems. And then people felt bad for him. But now they almost forget that there's like anything wrong with them.
Yeah.
And they just make fun of him. And I'm like, that's weird, man. I wouldn't want to be like that monkey in the circus if they have like dance here, dance there. Oh shit, the monkey's not well. Let's give him a week off. Oh, he's healed up. Throw him back in the circus. Like,
true. Yeah, that's fair.
I just think that'd be really brutal to be him. But at the same time, like he, I guess in some way, shape, or form did ask for that by becoming super famous.
True. Yep. Yeah, it's interesting for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird thing that Kanye West thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why I'm saying Akon.
Yeah, it's interesting. Apparently, speaking of Akon, apparently he's like he came out of retirement to make a song with Tekashi 6ix9ine.
Oh God.
Which is hilarious.
I'm not even a big fan of Tekashi 6ix9ine. I listened to his music the other day. I was like, I don't like this.
Yep.
But I like the story behind him.
Yeah.
I like the fact that he essentially said like the Billboard charts, you can buy your way on there and all this other shit. And then he punked them by making them say something in public. So he's like, cool, now you have to agree to that no matter what. And now he's like, I already figured out your system, and now I'm beating the fuck out of it, and I'm always going to be number one. You're never going to take me off there.
Totally.
It's like okay, well, that's
he's definitely a master troll for sure.
Yeah, he's a master troll.
Yeah,
that dude's a master troll if I ever saw one.
Totally.
What a fucking beast.
Yeah, and he's only like a couple years older than me, which is kind of funny.
You know what that means, Jordan? You should reach out to him, get him on the podcast. Send him a message.
Bro, everything that dude touches is like blows. Like he gets 1 million views for like every video in like the span of an hour. Like
that's what I mean, Jordan. Hit him up. Hit him up. Start messaging him. Start fucking blowing up his page. Let's tag team him.
Bet.
And for people understanding, tag team does not mean what it normally means.
True.
Tag teaming, in Jordan and I's sense, means comment on their Instagram section until they agree to be on the podcast.
that one girl that you did that to yesterday, like, freaking killed me.
Which one was the
yeah. No, I think she was. I don't know what she was, but like it was like I think it was like last night you tagged her, and then I saw the comment this morning.
Oh yeah, she's a porn star.
Oh.
Yeah, she's like a deep throating cock porn star.
Oh.
Yeah, like the picture that I saw of her yesterday, because I found her yesterday for like 5 seconds, and I was like, oh, she's pretty. And it's like her with a lollipop that's like this fucking long, and she's like,
oh.
And I'm like, whoa, okay. So then I clicked on her profile, and she had like a lot nicer, classier pictures on her profile, and I'm like, you know, and I don't know, Jordan, let me ask you that.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this might be an awkward question for you. But there's something that I really appreciate really pretty women. I really do.
Fair.
But as soon as I find out that they are a porn star and they're rich and they have a bunch of money and everything like that, I don't know what it is, but there's a part of me that's like, I can respect you have the money, that you worked for it, that you did all that, but essentially I do have to recognize that you're essentially like a human cum rag, and that's what you're rich for. Like you're literally some 14-year-old kid's sock that he comes into every fucking night and doesn't wash and doesn't want his mom to find out about. So he just keeps throwing it under his bed. Like you're literally that, but you have a Ferrari.
Yeah, that's fair. It's like, yeah.
Jordan is so uncomfortable right now.
Yep. Good job, Scott. Good job.
Is it because you had a sock?
No. Oh, man.
Oh, that right there is an Instagram clip.
No, Scott. No, it's not.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Oh, man. Like, that's been one of the funny things about, like, this podcast is it's just, like, you saying, like, the most random shit, and then I'm just, like, having to, like, sit there and, like, rewatch it as I edit, and I'm like, oh. Oh, good.
Oh, God. It's not that bad, is it? I'm not that bad. I'm pretty tame. Oh, wow. No, okay. There's none of that. No, okay. So I'm not tame.
It's hilarious, but it's definitely...
That fucking look of, like, what are you talking about? Stop talking. You're lying. You're lying to the people on air right now.
That might be an Instagram clip though. You're like, oh no, I'm definitely tame. I'm just like, no.
Oh shit, that's funny. It was funny. I was talking to Anika, and she was like, "I see the way you guys talk to all your podcast guests. I bet you say these nice things to every girl." And I'm like, "No. Like,
you're the first one that we've had on."
Well, not only that, but I like fucking around with all my brothers and shit.
Totally,
man. A lot of fun. It was funny. She was cracking a joke at me, and it's funny the way she put it. It was actually a super funny joke. That girl's not joking. And yeah, man. I don't know what it is. This podcast, like everything is almost like one giant inside joke that just keeps including more people.
Oh, totally.
As time goes on.
Facts.
It's fucking weird.
This damn wall is its own inside joke.
That damn wall behind you with all the drugs and women that are shoved in there and fucking explosives, and you probably got Hitler back there for all I know. You probably got Hitler and Napoleon. You probably have Walt Disney in that fucking wall as well.
Yeah, he's in a cryogenic chamber just back there.
What's your opinion on cryogenic chambers? Is that like the dumbest shit you've ever heard of? Like, here, let me freeze this fucker, and I'm gonna thaw him out later like a fish.
I mean, if they could figure out a way to like make it work, I think that's kind of cool. Like if there's somebody that has I don't know,
how would you feel if I froze you and woke you up 100 years from now, Jordan?
I don't know. I feel like at first, I don't know. At first, I'd be like Captain America in the first Captain America movie, where he's just like confused as hell and like, what's going on? Then I think I'd get used to it after a while. I think it'd be cool.
I wonder if your dick would fall off because it's been frozen for so long. You get like a hard on, it breaks off, it falls off, hits the ground. You're like, fuck.
No, I feel like once they figure it out, like where it can actually like work, they'll figure out issues like that and like ways to avoid them.
I was watching Ancient Aliens the other day, and they said that we're gonna start mixing with AI. Like we're gonna start mixing people and AI together, and we're gonna start downloading. Because they said human consciousness and the actual body are two different things.
Yeah, totally.
So they're saying that you can take consciousness and put it into something, and then it's like actual conscious you, like it's you, but in something else. And I was like, oh my God, can you imagine by the time you and I are to die, like we're supposed to die, they come to us and they're like, hey man, let's try this trial experiment where we're going to put you in this robot body, but like we're going to change your body every fucking 100 years or 90 years or whatever it is.
I'm okay with that. That's not bad.
Next thing you know, I'm like, hey, Jordan, but my wrist is like,
No, I feel like by then they'll figure out ways to like make it like not so obviously a machine. And like have like a very human like body. And like I saw, speaking of like implanting things and like figuring out ways to like kind of make you more like a robot, Elon Musk, one of his companies, is working on this like this thing called Neuralink. And I just saw a thing recently, and the chip that they're gonna put in your brain is gonna be able to stream music like straight to your brain.
No.
And I was like, hell yeah.
So they're gonna put a chip in your brain, or they're gonna put it like inside of your head?
Inside of your head somewhere. Like I think they're gonna like, but then they're gonna have like wires connected to your brain. Like it's gonna be like attached to the inside of your skull. Hold on, let's look this up. What am I doing here?
What the fuck? So what? They drill a little hole in the side of my brain, essentially, and they fucking just put a chip in there, and next thing you know, I can stream shit to my brain.
Yeah. Well, in the last episode,
way.
If you watch the last episode of the JRE podcast with Elon Musk, he's like, you're gonna be able to like control, like they're just gonna like drill a hole in your brain and like figure out all these things and like, here's the article or a article.
Elon Musk claims his Neuralink chip will allow you to stream music directly to your brain. What the fuck? So that means I can listen to Barbie's World fucking as loud as I want in my brain?
Apparently.
And I have a feeling that's going to have some repercussions to it.
Yeah, fair. He also said that Neuralink can help control hormone levels and use them to our advantage, enhanced abilities and reasoning, anxiety relief, etc.
What about reasoning and what?
I don't know. It's gonna like enhance, like control. Like it's gonna be like Neuralink's gonna be able to like control like things in your brain and like calm you down and like enhance your brain function and shit. Like, bro. Yeah, one part of it will involve a neurosurgical robot which fits flexible threads into the brain to a tiny implantable computer chip. Detailing the device claims that a single USB-C cable will provide full bandwidth data streaming to the brain. The fuck is playing?
Dude. I'm like beyond, I don't even know what to say right now.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Holy fuck, no way.
Yep.
You're gonna look like a robot like that? You're just gonna have something on the side of your ear, like a fucking mook, and you're gonna be able to do whatever you want with your brain?
I mean, in theory.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Can I watch porn in my brain then when I go to sleep?
I had a feeling you were gonna go there with that.
Can I do that? Can I like just fucking upload some chick sucking dick into my brain, and I'm just like, it's like I'm getting my dick sucked.
Oh man.
That is freaky shit, man. We're living in the goddamn space age.
Mm-hmm. No, it's gonna be wild.
Damn.
Yep.
Well, shit, Jordan. I don't know how we top anything else on this podcast with that. Like, I think we need to end it on that note because
Yeah, season 3, episode 1 started off with a bang.
I need to. So lost.
Yeah, well, once we're done.
Like what song? Like what song do you listen to first?
True. And then you would, except then I feel like then the like companies that make earphones would like be wiped out because like why do you need earphones if it's just in your brain?
They're in your brain. There's no feeling, Jordan. They will be wiped out. They don't even need ears anymore.
There's just a whole generation of like babies in the future that's just born without ears because like they're just like genetically modified to not need them.
Oh, dude, that would be fucked. Oh, I don't like that thought. Dude, my kid has super cute ears.
maybe it's like his like kids his age are just gonna be like the last generation of babies with ears.
Earless little fools. God damn. That's a creepy thought.
Yep. Man, this podcast just went next level for season 3. Talking about brain chips and no ears, babies with no ears.
The only thing that would have been weirder is if somebody slapped their nipples on this thing.
Yeah, that would be pretty weird. Totally.
That would be weird. I don't fucking know why anybody would do that. Weirdos.
Totally.
So, but all right, Mr. Man, I guess we should wrap this son of a bitch up. You go relax before you got your church duties. I'm going to continue thinking about which porn I would watch in my head first. My God. I'm so blown away by that.
Yeah, well, watch Elon Musk too on Joe Rogan. Like, and
yeah,
he,
you're right, shit.
Yeah, he explains it better than I did. It's like, it's crazy.
That man, Elon Musk, bless your heart for your craziness that you are.
Totally.
But,
yeah.
All right, brother. Well, I guess if anybody's listening, we have links down there.
Yep, links down below.
With Jordan's face and my face and Beard Struggle discount codes and
merch.
Links to merchandise and
face masks, flags, shirts, all the things. Yep.
That's right. We will be having more stuff up there soon for merchandise. Jordan wants socks and something else. What do you want, Jordan? What else do you want? Like socks and what else? Leggings?
Yep.
Leggings.
Yep.
So yes, for any of the wonderful ladies listening, I made some fucking kick-ass leggings with yours truly's face on them right here. So make sure to go buy those. And I'm going to make some with that guy's face on them right there. Right there. That guy right there, Jordan. See that? That guy I'm pointing at right there. Yeah. He's going to get his face on some leggings, and you can sport that guy's face on your ass all day long. So, let's get down to business, ladies and gentlemen. Head over to that Moves Bros merchandise website, pick up some gear, go buy some of that delicious beard oil.
Oh, yeah.
Rub it on your face. It feels so good. Then rub that balm in. Make sure to use your hearing brush before you do any of that. Use your Viking shield, bitch. Love you guys.
Peace. Cheers. Peace.